Hello. Here I am again. This time, we're talking about probably my first Neca review on this. This is their real cloth, real clothed, whatever it's how it's pronounced. Um, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, um, which has eluded me for years when this first came out. I used to sit there and watch, going into like Big Bad Toy Store and always checking this figure out when I never had the money for it, and then when I finally got a chance to try to order it, it disappeared. It was off. It was sold off or whatever. It was no longer in the site. I just got this figure, this past Christmas. Um, Usually, I get like gift cards a lot of times for family members for Christmas gifts, and I got an Amazon gift card for my mother. I think, yeah, it was my mom. And I just happened to go online and I just happened to type in, oh, what the hell? Let's see what happens. Typed in Neca Leatherface, and I saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 Leatherface. They had it. Um, I ended up paying probably around $50 for it, which I know is a little bit more than what their normal asking price for this line is. I think this line's probably, well, not that far off, but I'd say probably between $35 to $40 at Target. So yeah, I thought this is something I definitely wanted. I'm a huge Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. Um, Probably all started way back when I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 for the first time. I think I was in junior high and I was obsessed with it. I ended up getting it that same year. Again, Christmas. For some reason, Christmas and Texas Chainsaw Massacre goes hand in hand, and I ended up getting part two from my brother Michael, who was at the time old enough to rent the movie at the video store back in the day when those things existed. And yeah, I ended up watching it at Christmas break that year. I got it like every fucking day. In fact, I watched that movie enough. I pretty much know the movie line by line. Um, it was to the point that my parents were actually concerned about my mental status because I kept watching that movie over and over and over again for fucking every day for a week. So, I mean, yeah, I eventually went on and I saw the original one. I saw rented this one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3 Leatherface. Um, I have those on DVD now, Blu-ray. The remake and the prequel remake, I have all of those. I have Leatherface figures, one way or another, representing each one of those films. This was the last one I needed to get. Um, I just wish NECA had this in their Ultimate line. I mean, don't get me wrong, the figure's pretty cool, but it doesn't scale with my other Leatherfaces because I have the Mezco Part 2 Leatherface. Um, I have the NECA remake, prequel, and the Part 1 Leatherface. And then it's Todd McFarlane Toys is the remake. And then, of course, I have this one. I don't have that. I don't have Leatherface from some of the other films, and I thought some of those other films were just terrible. I mean, Hyatt Toys has the one from the um, Netflix film, and they also do one for the remake, but in a smaller scale. And I don't like the three quarter inch line. I would rather have it in 6 or 7. This is the real cloth, or real cloth, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is larger scale than their normal 7 inch. In fact, I think, let's see here. Yeah, he's roughly probably about 8 inches tall. Um, he's got some articulation to him. I'm not going to take the chainsaw out of his hands because it's such a pain in the ass to try to, you know, get the chainsaw back. Um, the handles, the back handle comes apart right here at this point, and the larger handle right here comes out here at this point. It's not really attached. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get that reattached. So I just leave it. I mean, you can barely notice it unless it's pointed out. Um, well, yeah, so basically it's just a basic body that's underneath. The clothes are pretty decently designed. It kind of does look like the outfit he wears in the film. I did take and trimmed with a pair of scissors just a cut in the sleeves just a little bit to roll the sleeves up. It is made with the sleeves down, and I always noticed Leatherface in that film had his sleeves rolled up, so I snipped the cuffs a little bit on the sleeves, and I folded them up just a little bit to make it match more of the look he had in the film. It's fairly decent. I'll give it that. The tie is a little cheap piece of material just glued in place, which kind of sucks because if you take a look at the photos of this figure, it looks like he's got a little actual necktie that's tied on there, and it's not really. It's just glued in place. The chainsaw is fucking phenomenal, with the Saw's family etched onto the bar. This is probably the best looking of the quote-unquote Excalibur chainsaw from that film that he uses towards the end of the movie. My main complaint about this, other than the fact that the handles don't really lock into place after you put it into his grips, this piece right here, the handguard, is crooked. It's warped. I tried to heat it up and see if it could, try to get it straightened up a little bit more, but didn't really work too well. I mean, again, this is just phenomenal. It looks just like his fucking head, his mask in this movie, from this movie. I mean, it's great. I like it. There's even like dirt, probably splatter of blood stain his shirt. And you can hear my dog Oreo. I'm sorry if you hear him come up. Yeah, he's in my room with me. My dog Oreo is old and grumpy sometimes. But anyways, yeah, I love the detail of the leg brace with the leather straps. I guess in film universe, this is supposed to be human skin, the straps on the front, and I think it did a really good job with the paintwork. The details is just great. Metal pieces on the back. We've got pockets, which just basically the tops of the pockets are just sewn on. There's no real pockets on this, but the illusion is good. It really looks like, yeah, it looks just like R.A. Mihailoff, the way he looked in Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Now, I'm going to go over like the articulation on this guy. He does have shoulder joints that do go out. Again, holding the chainsaw is going to be a little bit more difficult to show you, but they do rotate pretty well. They go out, in and out. There's just a single bend at the elbow. The wrists, they rotate, they hinge. Legs go out. It's got a single jointed knee, and there's just a up and down on the boots, which I think kind of sucks because I have the Eddie real cloth figures from Neca, and some of the newer models of that does have pivots in the ankles to help them stand better. So yeah, I wish he had the pivots in the boots, or I should say the swivel, other than just the up and down. Yeah, the leg brace does bend along with the knee. So yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. I don't know if I'm going to tweak this figure or not. I was thinking to maybe just like put some blood on the bar of the chainsaw, but I mean, again, it's the Excalibur. It's supposed to look like it's silver and chrome, even though it's not really, quote unquote chromed up, but the effect is there with the silver and gold paint on it and a little bit of black. I mean, it's great. Yeah, so I just figured I'd bust out another video today and talk about Neca and Leatherface. All right, guys, video's over. Get the fuck out of here.